Okay, gonna get started on the right rear now. I thought that these had sensors on each brake, but it looks like they only have it on one side, at least on the rear anyway. I didn't see any place for a brake sensor to go on the other side. There was nothing there when I disassembled it, but this one has one. So messing with that is a first for me. So we're both going to learn as we go along on this one. I'm going to see if I can open this caliper up a little bit, which I'm not too hopeful for. The last one was pretty frozen up. Might be spreading a little bit. Trying it both ways, trying to push this way to pull it this way to get the rear caliper depressed, and I'm going to push it this way, trying to suck this caliper in, this caliper piston. Before trying to get a bite in here, let me try putting another screwdriver back here. Might be working. I'm resting on this little ledge here. I don't know if you guys can see that with the other screwdriver, and then I'm getting down in here with my little pry tool. Trying to perch up against that and pull. Press that rear piston. See if that did anything. I got one hell of a lip on this rotor. That's one thing these Mercedes do, the way they have the pads built. You always wind up with a little lip around there. This is not going to make a rotor bad. I've heard people, oh, you need the rotor replaced. As long as you don't have warpage in the rotor where you're getting pulsing brakes and like ridiculously grooved, the rotor doesn't have to be pretty. As long as your brakes are smooth and it's not worn down to a specified thickness, you're fine. But I'd be surprised if anybody ran their rotors to where they wear down before they would get so bad that they're warped out and you need to change them. In the back here again, we got the 2/16 bolts. I already cracked these loose before. I'm trying not to waste your guys' time with a bunch of dead video time, but like I said, other people have asked me to show more details, so that's why I'm doing more filming as I go along. My cheapest ratchets, I got Craftsman's. I love these long-handle Pittsburghs. I just love them. Lifetime warranty, they're good enough for me. I call Pittsburgh tools my throwaway tools. But these got a lifetime warranty on them. You break it, just go there, they'll give you another one. You can't complain about that with the price, definitely. They're definitely worth what I paid for them. Less than 20 bucks. I gotta go get my hanger to put on my springs so I don't leave that caliper hanging on that brake line. Now how did that disappear on me? I had a coat hanger here. That's incredible. I don't know where that went. Let me go. Okay, I found my coat hanger. Did a disappearing act on me. get that boot. Be careful of the rubber boot on the piston on your caliper. I hope I didn't just tear that boot. I got stupid here for a second. Wasn't paying attention. I think I nicked that boot. No good. Learn from me. Don't do that. I want to get this done. Don't rush. Oh God, look at that. No wonder this is breaking horribly. What the hell is going on there? Look at that pad. Jeez. This piston's probably frozen. That doesn't look good at all. I gotta see how this sensor comes off. Oh, that just clips in there? That's all it is? Plugs in there and clips on to the inner brake shoe. That's what those, I was wondering what those little notches were in those brake pads. Now I know what that little notch is. It's for the brake wear sensor. What happens is when the brake pad gets so low, it hits the rotor and either closes a circuit or opens a circuit, one or the other. Probably closes a circuit. Oh, there's actually a little hole within the pad itself. Huh, interesting. I've never seen one of these before. I've worked on a lot of cars, but they didn't have brake wear sensors on them. Things are always changing. Yeah, these pistons are really don't want to back out. That's not good. I gotta try to get these to move back. I have a ratcheting tool on the way in the mail for spreading these apart. I wish I had that here today. I could really use that. I'm gonna have to disconnect this. I'm figuring that's probably another 5 mil, I hope. Is it a torque or an Allen? Looks like an Allen. Maybe it's a 5 mil. Smaller than 5 mil. It's 5 mil, it's just corroded. Tap that in there, tap it in so I don't strip that out. Nice. Now I need an extension to get to that socket. I'll be right back. Alright, one thing I wanted to mention, when you put new pads and rotors on, you gotta seat the brakes in. You have to take the car, do like 45, 50, 60 miles an hour, make a fairly aggressive stop, down to like 5 to 10 miles an hour, go again, do it again, do that like 3 or 4 times, then a couple of hard brakes from 40, 50 miles an hour to a stop, go again, do it again, repeat that like 4 times. What you do is you seat the brake pads to the rotors and actually leave some of the brake pad material on the face of the rotor. It makes a layer there. If you do that to your brake pads and rotors will last longer and you'll have better stopping. Okay? So keep your brakes when you put new pads and rotors on. That's not just my idea. comes from manufacturers of brake parts, so I think they know what they're doing. I've been doing it with my brakes, and I've been having good luck with that. I've had Rotors last me for 6 years. I just put a new set on. There's 150,000 miles on it, and I really didn't need to change the front. So that's pretty good. 150,000 miles with 2 sets of rotors. Doing something, I think. Okay, phone calls, pain in the ass. Let me find the star adjuster again. Come on, 10 o'clock, where are we? Get the star adjuster. Okay, I'm just hitting the spring. Don't get old. It's the bitch to see everything. I'm going down with the screwdriver, which is up with the star adjuster. I think that's tight, and I forgot. I got distracted. Yes. Feels like it's getting tighter. Alright, that's too tight. You don't want to drag in that much. You just barely want to touch it. That's it, right there. Okay. Now, gotta see if I got these pistons depressed enough to get these shoes in here, these pads. Great pads too, power stop, ceramics. Z17 ceramic pads, great part. Part number 201-80501. I think that's part number. And I got 17603 in here. I got them from Rock Auto. I love Rock Auto. Not many people can beat them on prices. You know, once in a while I'll find something where somebody else beats them on the price, but it's few and far between. And they're good on returns too. If you ever have an issue with any one of your parts, you got the wrong part or it doesn't fit or whatever, they'll send you a return shipping label. You do have to pay for that, but they honor return right away. I haven't had headaches with them. I screwed up and they sent the return right away. It wasn't their fault, it was mine. I ordered the wrong part. Alright, I'm going to lube up my cylinder a little bit, my piston. hoping that this piston with its corrosion doesn't give me problems with the operations of these brakes. I don't think it will. Doesn't look that bad. The brake pad should still set level. Then on the contact points, where the pads ride. This will just help, not just lubricate, it'll keep from rust building up to where that'll swell and make those pads get locked in place. Trying not to get that on my rotor. Gotta look at this other side and see if this is missing the brake sensor, or if they only have it on one of the brakes. I have no idea whether there's supposed to be two or it's just one side is monitored. Really only need it on one side. I usually stay on top of my brakes. These are not this bad out of any fault of mine. I bought this car, so this is how they let it go. I don't let my brakes get that bad. Brakes are important to me. I want to be able to stop in case of emergencies. Not everybody gives a damn that's on the highway there, or the streets. They drive like morons. I'm sure everybody's familiar with that. Still got to try to get these pistons depressed a little bit more. Let me try and get near with 2 screwdrivers on each side and depress both of them at the same time. A screwdriver won't, my pry tool. Seem to have worked. Alright, very important. After you're done with your brakes, don't just go getting in your car, start it up and throw it in gear, because you're not going to stop. You got to get in your car and pump your pedal up again to get your pads to set on your rotor. Alright? I'm going to put a little dab of this more on the back of these pads. Can't hurt. These fitted nice and with room. The other one I had to grind down a little bit. This is probably high temperature stuff. I would assume it is. Snug, but not too bad. That's not too bad. I don't have to force it too much. It's okay. It's got room where it'll slack back off when I let the pedal go. Oh shit. There's the little hole for the brake. There we go. That's it there. Go to the front or the rear one? that way? Yes, I believe it was that way. I'm going to put it on the outside pad. I don't think it matters which way it goes. As long as it's better than a pad, right? That looks like it'll work. That up, 5 mil. My extension. Beautiful day to do this. So glad it's not shitty out. I had to break my ass a couple of times out in the freezing cold. That was not fun. I don't like it. I'm getting too old for that crap. Brake hardware. This goes in this position with these spring tabs face down. Okay? I believe that's the way it goes. Yes, that is the way it goes. Pushes those tabs up. Clean this up a little bit, huh? It's got to go in a little further. This one. Just being fussy here. Too far in, too far out. There we go. Fussy. Glitching out on me. I hope I'm getting this footage on here. I have stuff from this camera, but it's really not getting into where I'm working, you know? I try to do videos that'll help people out with some information. And I hope I'm working at my goal here. This pad went way too deep. These have got a lot of spring tension on them. I guess that's a good thing. One of them going in the right direction. Cannot get in here. I should have put this brake sensor thing on here last. That's what I have to do. Come back off out of my way. So put this on last after you get your pins in. That way you can tap that brake pin through there. This is just going to get in your way. Okay, get up out of the way. Hindsight's 20/20, man. There we go. We're in business. All right, now I'm gonna seat those nice and firm in there with my punch. Just see them come out of the front side. Tap those until you feel them bottom out. You should see it, that nipple come out on there on the other side, because it's got that little split ring on there. That's a retainer. You want to make sure you sink this all the way in this hole, or else the pin may come out on you. You wouldn't want your brakes coming apart while you're driving around. There we go. She's in. Okay. Your brake wear sensor. Put it in the pad. Clip it on the pad. Retaining slot there, and then hook it back up. I want to thank all you guys for watching. I would really appreciate it if you guys give a like and subscribe. Help our channel grow here, and I will keep trying to bring some useful information to you guys. I want to help people out there. I get so sick of hearing people getting ripped off by these unscrupulous garages. It makes me sick. So I try to help anybody out there who owns their car, whether they do their own work or they got to go get some work done. The more informed they are, the better prepared they'll be to protect themselves from getting ripped off by some prick. You can see me on, you can find me on Gmail. I'll post that in the beginning and the end of the video. Paul Phillips Fix. I'm also on Facebook and Patreon. I have to talk to friends and family members to start becoming Patreons to support my site. I would love it if this thing grew into something where I could have the opportunity to get a car and fix it up, donate it to somebody for charity or something like that. That'd be great, you know. Right now I got a friend of mine who's dying from cancer. He can't drive anymore. I'm going to help him sell his car. I'll give it a once over, make sure everything's in order. Anything that's been taken care of, I'll let the prospective buyers know about it. Anything that needs to be done, I will let them know. I am not into ripping people off. I don't get down like that. So, alright guys, that's how you do brakes on a W210 chassis. Alright guys, that's how you do brakes on a W210 chassis. When you put your lugs in, do a star pattern. When you're tightening them, tighten to 85 foot-pounds, okay? Okay, have a good day guys. Thanks again for watching, and remember, take good care of your cars. They'll take good care of you. And I'm going to do a video next on flushing the brake system out and putting fresh brake cleaner in and brake fluid in, and the proper way to bleed it. There's a sequence you should go through. The first caliber that you'll bleed will be the caliber that is farthest away from the master cylinder. So on a left-hand side drive car, it would be the right rear. Then you do the left rear, then the right front, and then the left front. And you can flush the whole system out. So you got to add a little fluid while you're going through that process, because it takes quite a bit to fill all those lines up and get all that old crap out. Brake fluid is very hydroscopic. That means it absorbs moisture, and it'll suck moisture right out of the air, and it'll rot your brake lines from the inside out. And also, if you ever have to do some really aggressive braking and you heat your brakes up, that moisture will turn to steam and cause an air pocket in your brakes, and you'll lose a firm pedal, and you'll have a pedal of mush. Okay guys, take good care of your cars, and take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Thanks again. Bye. See you soon.